Okay, so here we have is two 5.2 volt or 48, I guess if you will, the lithium batteries are made by the lithium out of Quebec. So they're Canadian brand batteries, and yeah, these things are basically the creme de la creme. They're really nice batteries. Wayne, well, I kind of found them online and then told my buddy Wayne about them because he had a fifth wheel as well and he was going to install them, but then he sold his fifth wheel. So I said, okay, I'll take them off your hands. So what we did, we got the batteries installed here, nice and tight and secure, bolted right down through the plywood and also to the frame underneath. And made up all of our own cables, did some nice work on our cable management. And also what we've done here is that there was a generator plug here before, because this bay here is kind of like made up for a own generator if you wanted that option when you bought this fifth wheel from new. But so there was some wiring here already set for a generator, but of course that wasn't gonna work exactly for us. We had to kind of do some changes with it, and we ran a wire from the back of this box down inside the wall here, and then I put a 30 amp plug in the front here if I want to run a generator or go to a 30 amp service, because this is a 50 amp trailer. But that will make it nice and convenient, and yeah, in case I do need to use shore or 30 amp shore or a generator. But as far as the rest of the goodies in here, we've got a Lux Power 6,000 watt inverter solar charger, and yeah, this is it's a hybrid model, and they're usually or mostly bought for off-grid cabins, but another brand or a sister brand to this is an EG4 6000 XP. This is just which is made by Lux Power. This is Lux Power 6000 XP, and yeah, it seems to function quite well. This setup here, we've got generator line, or what one was this now? This was our, yeah, this is our generator line. So this one's coming from the front, and it feeds into this box, and then it goes out over to our generator line input on the inverter. Then out of the inverter, this is our load. We got a transfer switch right here because this is a 50 amp inverter. It's got two legs, an L1 and L2 leg, so basically 240 volt. And when you go to plug your 50 amp shore power to a 30 amp service and use the dog bone that most people do, this doesn't recognize it because it only wants to see 240. So we had to come up with this transfer switch, and basically what it does is it allows us on position number 2 to run 120 30 amps, and what it does is it splits it into 2 phases on the inverter, so that I have L1 and L2, but at 30 amps, so 15 amps per leg, I believe it is. I'd have to check with Wayne on that. He's the electrician. But then we've got setting 0 is just no load, just battery charge only, and setting 1 is for our 240 volt 50 amp service, straight off the post, so to speak. But yeah, that was quite the setup there. It took a lot of brain power on Wayne's behalf. It's a lot of fun. But also what we got is a servo. So I've got a servo and I mean a 7-inch screen inside. I'll show you that in a sec. And also, like what we did over here, like this whole closet here, it all closes right up nicely. That was factory. But I'll slide this over and I'll show you the other side here, what we've done. So This is the rest of the inverter right over here. And I shouldn't have packed all my stuff before I did this video, but kind of like wanted to get stuff off the lawn. But yeah, we've got a 48 to 12 volt battery converter. So I took my 12 volt system out of play, and now I'm just running strictly off the 48 volt batteries and convert them to 12 for the whole system. And yeah, as far as plumbing and wiring, I've got a shunt in there as well, so I know exactly what's happening with these batteries all the time. And basically just kind of looks almost like a panel in a house. Really simple setup, and it is really easy to install. Mostly the panels was the longest part, and figuring out that transfer switch, but it works really good. And yeah, this, as far as with this panel here, we've got the breakers for your load and your grid and your generator and your solar. There's solar breaker up here as well, and your battery breakers right here. Same with on the batteries themselves, they have breakers as well. But it's a pretty good setup. I'm pretty happy with it. I haven't really seen too much out there like this, using a hybrid inverter installed into an RV. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna catch my breath here, and we'll go inside and we'll take a look at the Serbo 7-inch screen and kind of what information we've got there. Be right back.